had wished for. 2 complete Bible books, the Gospels of Matthew and John, were released in German Sign Language.
According to 1 Timothy 2 verse 4, Jehovah wants all people.
So here we have a released Gospel for the deaf and the dumb on the book of Matthew. This is a way of Jehovah's Witnesses trying to entice these vulnerable people that don't know what the Jehovah's Witnesses believe in sign language, and it's wrong. These people have already got enough problems in their lives, and does complicate it. Even in sign languages can cause even more problems for these vulnerable people. So we need to warn people that we know not to listen, not to take any notice, because I've known as Jehovah's Witness many who were deaf and dumb, and that went to the witness groups, and it caused more problems in their lives, and they were on antidepressants, suffering from nearly mental breakdown and emotional problems. So we need to protect and help these. There is a concern that vulnerable people need to be warned about Jehovah's Witnesses. There they are, trying to make them look themselves as if they are nice people, which they are. It's their beliefs and their concept of how controlling people. Vulnerable people have got enough problems in their life, especially those that have sign language, and they need to be warned about Jehovah's Witnesses, because they will love bomb them, try to entice them into this organisation that love bomb people in, and then control them with their 1,000 rules and regulations. And so people with special needs don't need more rules and regulations to put pressure on their lives, because their lives are hard enough. They try to live their lives, and happy as they can be in their lives, and live their lives the way that they want to live their lives, and that is the way that it should be. And so this organisation's decided to increase itself into vulnerable people, sign language, because it cannot get normal people who have been educated about Jehovah's Witnesses. And so even imagine someone with sign language that can't speak, and then they've been disfellowshipped and shunned, and they need help. There are all these concerns of committing suicide. Vulnerable people need to be warned that this is an evil organisation that only wants to make money and exploit people to become slaves in this organisation. So if we know vulnerable people, handicapped people, disabled people, and people that have disabilities, people with sign language, we need to warn them about Jehovah's Witnesses, and that they're a cult, and that all they need to do is Google them to see. So, danger, we need to warn them of this cult and what they can do in their lives, just as we're seeing them now doing the book of Matthew to try and impress the sign language, that they can learn about God, and then they end up having to study the Watchtower's books and then be under law and under fear. No love, no care, just condemnation, no excuses once they've become Jehovah's Witnesses and be baptised.